have a similar asset management process, but I'm going to share what we do internally that may separate us from what other folks are doing. So number one, on a long-term basis, we do, bi-weekly check-in calls or weekly check-in calls, depending on the size of the asset itself. For most of our deals, we're doing weekly. For some of our smaller ones where there's not that much going on from a business plan standpoint, maybe it's bi-weekly. But on these calls, we're talking about three main topics. One is leasing and, basically any vacancies we have. So kind of leasing / unit turnover. So these are, we're renovating a unit or we have a unit that's renovated and now we are listing this building for rent and we're going out there and looking for a tenant. That's kind of the first component of that call. And we're trying to troubleshoot any issues that may be coming up within that process at that particular building. Number two is we're talking about delinquencies and any ongoing evictions. So this is where we're making plans around cash for keys. This is where we're talking about trying to bring somebody back to current from a balance standpoint if they're falling behind. This is where we're talking about any kind of specialized scenarios from an eviction standpoint. And then number three, we're talking about unrelated topics, which could include exterior CapEx, systems CapEx, other components of the business plan, or just anything else that we feel like we need to discuss about the property. So the vast majority of the time is spent on one and two because that's what drives revenue. And that's what fundamentally is really important to discuss on a recurring asset management call. But I highly recommend you set these up with your third-party PM or your internal PM team if you haven't already.